Hello? Is this thing on? Dad? What's up, friends? How we doing? It is Thursday, and I meant to do something before I started streaming. However, I completely forgot. Oh well, it's too late now. We'll worry about it tomorrow. So, what's up, friends? Oh, we took a bit of a break between launch weekend and this weekend. There were no streams, no videos posted that week. Cause I was just tired. We did a whole lot of streaming and whoa shit. Scared the hell out of me. My phone fell and knocked into my mic stand. We're good though. We're good. Spent a whole lot of time streaming in April. That's what I was saying. Cause we did the PoE2 launch, we did the last Epoch launch, and then we did this launch like 2 weeks after that. And I wanted to do at least 2 weeks of this video game because we gave the other video games 2 weeks each. And this was on 85, I think. We'll leave it on 80 and then turn it up a little more. Then I gotta turn my side up. But yeah, this week before, like on Tuesday and Wednesday, I made a build guide for the build we're playing. But now it's officially time for me to move on. We might be able to push it a little further than it currently is. However, I don't think we could go from like the pit tier 70 that we're at right now to like 110 or something ridiculous, you know? So we're just gonna move on. I think any optimizations we do from this point will be pretty marginal overall. So I'm confident to say we're about done. But to move on, the thing we need to do is gather. We need 27 of these, I believe the number was, to go from level 1 to 60, farmed in Torment 4. So that's what we'll be doing. I think probably the fastest way is gonna be to do the season events, because they have whispers on them like all the damn time. But also, what the hell is it? There's an event running. Who's that? Oh, maybe it's from the Berserk thing. Or maybe it's just a scam. We were lied to. I don't see the festival person here. Oh well. But there was a patch done. I don't know, like a couple days ago, like Tuesday or Wednesday this week. And one of the things they added was they added the ravens back. To at least into the main cities. Seems like here in Kedbardu it's like 10 miles away from anything useful at all, so we're not gonna ever come back here for that. Question is it in a good spot in Karagar, or did they put it 10 miles away from the waypoint? Oh, it is right heck in there, dude. Looks like Karagar is now officially my forever home. I like this city better anyways. Oh yeah, the Berserk event is still going on for a while longer, I think. 18 days left, and I have 40 of the things out of the 500 we need. Mostly because I don't like clicking on them. But well, this starts in 42 seconds. Let's get going, shall we? The real agenda. So, I have no idea what I want to change into. I just know that I want to change. Part of me wants to try Sork, Kasarni. In my Discord has been talking about a Frostburn, like, fire ice mage or sorcerer build that they've been trying to make work for ages. Hello? That might be a wee bit loud. So I could try my hands at the Frostburn mage, sorcerer, whatever. Or a spellcaster necro kind of sounded neat. At least I thought. I don't know if I've tried one of those, and I don't know what spell we would want from necro. But we could give it a shot and see if there's anything fun. Also, I really have to remember how to play this character. I haven't played it for any amount of time. For a good week now. I played this character a little bit when I was making the build guide for it, just to get like footage and stuff and remember how it all worked, but that is about it. Want to start a Necromancer just to use the Skull Knight armor, dude. They had Lich King armor from World of Warcraft for like cosmetics in the store for Necromancer for like months. I was so tempted to buy it because he's like one of my favorite like fantasy story characters ever. But I don't play Necromancer. So maybe if I start playing Necromancer, next time it comes around, I can like justify to myself to buy the MPX. But it was also like expensive as shit, as usual. But what's up, Sean? How you doing? How you been? Oh, also, I didn't realize this whole time I had screen shake on in Diablo 4, that's like, in any game, I turn that shit off immediately. And Rain of Arrows was shaking our screen very slightly, so now that we don't have that on, my life just feels way better. Started Barb, which has been fun so far. Hell yeah. I feel like Barb has almost never been a bad time in this game. I'm pretty tired though. I woke up at like 1 a.m. So this probably isn't going to be a very long stream. Probably like 3 to 4 hours tops. But I at least want to get our Whisper caches. So that at least by tomorrow we'll have the stuff we need to start the new character. On to the next one. What build have you been going, or like what abilities have you been using with Barbarian? The old spin to win, earthquakes. I don't know what other stuff's out there for Barb. I think I've done like 2 ever. I know one of them was a basic attack build. It was just like walk around bonking things, which was very fun and kind of amusing because of the simplicity. But actually, I think that was the first build I killed Uber Lilith on, and I was tickled because it was like we bonked Uber Lilith. Earthquake? I'm not sure. I'm not sure what I want to do yet. Leaning towards Sorcerer or Necro though. If I do Sorcerer, I'll probably try and use the Frostburn gloves Sarni's been talking about from time to time. If I do Necro, I'll probably just delete all of my minions as soon as possible. and try and make it work that way. Or maybe I'd do a druid. I don't know. I haven't done a spellcaster druid ever. I think I've also only ever done like. I think the last time I did druid was season 0, and it was straight bear, and I loved it, but it was not the best build by any means. There's so many options. Just the thought of being able to take a character from 1 to 60 is so powerful that it's giving me decision paralysis. Basic attack build that triggers Earthquake on the second attack. That's kind of nice. Oh, hello. Wait a minute. I have 100% dodge chance. Why am I running? Whee! It's just like anytime I play druid, I feel like I am absolutely against using werewolf skills, because in season 1, like I said, or season 0 actually, I was straight bear, and everyone and their moms who was playing druid was straight werewolf, and I was at odds with the crowd. Shocking development, I know. And so anytime I saw a druid, I was just like, man, these people don't get it. They don't get it. And so part of me also just doesn't want to play like a spell casting druid, because it's not a bear druid. Even though I don't have the same like antipathy for it like I do with werewolf druid. Although I don't even know if that's the right word, but it seemed right, so we're going with it. Bear and earth skills, dude. At least when I was playing it, Bear had some really cool shit where, like, because Bear has a charge ability. You pick on a spot and your character barrels through everything, and it's badass as shit. But then there's a legendary aspect that makes like rock pillars like smoosh shit behind you, and it makes like a really cool noise. That was probably my favorite part. Just the sounds. Did that man even spawn? Yo, check this shit out. Check this shit out. We're going to Karagar. Yeah, buddy. Who needs the tree when we have the raven? Quoth the raven. I think aversion is the word I was trying to think of when we went with antipathy. It still works according to the definition, but aversion's a better word. Maybe it is gonna be a druid. I don't fucking know, dude. Isn't druid the one class that cares about willpower too? Like that's their primary stat. And actually, overpower has been overhauled since then. The thing is, Bear has a lot of mechanics for overpower, or like a lot of boosts. However, back when the game came out, overpower was, well, overpower to it is still, it's like a certain amount of damage based on the amount of maximum health you have. Owie, what the hell was that? A certain amount of damage based on the amount of health you have and the amount of health that you have fortified would contribute to your overpower damage. However, and that was great early on. However, when you get to the end game and the higher difficulties and stuff, monsters have way more health than you do, so it like fell off entirely. And also it did like 0 multiplying. Overpower did like 0 multiplying with crit, even though it seemed like it really should multiply with crit. And I think they did make it multiply in some way, or like they stack a little better. I don't know what specifically they changed, but I'm pretty sure it's better now. I vaguely remember something like that. So that may be another reason to give that kind of build another look. At some point, I'm probably gonna break these up with some nightmare dungeons, because I can pretend I'm doing stuff, but really these rogues and, or these people with the crazy geared meta builds are one-shotting things. Which is, you know, not a terrible thing. It's just sometimes I want to feel something, you know? Paragon 200. His health bar didn't even show up, dude. This is what I mean. I tried to keep the arrows on there and maybe one of them hit, but one of these builds absolutely is dumpstering some shit. Debitor. Where is the next one? Let's go, let's go. Honestly, I don't even know what kind of uniques or like legendary powers Druid has these days. Or actually, something else that happened in the patch, like earlier this week, is they like doubled the damage of Wumba. They did some other stuff to him as well. I think like they made him benefit from more Thorns damage, but it was like the changes to him were strictly to the Protector skill. So unfortunately not so much the basic attack that we like to use. For a split second I thought it started and I was very confused, like that was the fastest minute of my life. I'm gonna stand in the spot where they're all spamming so I don't have to dodge or do anything. Like it's probably something to do with all those grenades actually one-shotting the bosses. Well, that was fast. Oh, I saw his health bar that time. Whoever's carrying me is slacking. Oh, you know why I got dumpstered by that poison so bad? I took Rahir off so I could record without him like attacking the training dummy, so I could like have footage of how this build works. And I never put him back on, so he walked away with like 15% of all of my resistance. Or each of my resistances, rather. We should go fix that. I hit him. But first, the Raven. Boots. Sure, why not? That is number 6, meaning 21 to go. We're so close. Also, instead of Subo, I'm gonna take Vargana. Get the old attack speed boost, which I usually use. I don't even know why I took Subo the first time. I missed you were here. I have to level her up to get her skills? Come on now. That one. This, that, and that. Unless there's this one. I think the Nahatu one's probably better. If there's no one there, though, I'll probably go to the Chaldean one. Even if I miss the first half of it, I'm not that worried. All I really care about is getting the Whispers. The loot and the green stuff doesn't really matter to me at all. Although I have been wondering whether or not the green stuff and the boss powers are a countdown. Like, will I be able to use Lilith's power on a character that has not killed her? When I phrase it like that, I feel like probably not. Originally, though, I was kind of hoping I would be able to. But I have yet to make a second character this season at all, so I don't know. I simply do not know. So while I was making the build guide for this character, I realized that somewhere I have an actual quite large multiplier to the damage I deal to an enemy based on the distance I am from them. I think it's built into Rain of Arrows. Something like that. Distant damage bonus, 190% multiplicative damage. So yeah, we need to be distant from enemies quite often. Which that kind of condition is based on your current distance from the enemy at any given time, not the distance from the enemy at the time that you use the ability. So like, I can walk up in this dude's face here and blast the arrows and then run away, and it's gonna get that big damage multiplier. Hello? That's probably the multiplier that's making the difference between the half a billion hits and the 1.5 billion hits. Which is really good to know about, because there were some times like I was really, or like a lot of times in bosses in particular, I'll like stand right next to him and just blast the rain of arrows so it hits him as soon as possible. But it turns out that's a really bad idea, because we're losing like, I don't know, 20% of our damage or something like that. Maybe like 15. And again, 15%, maybe that's not enough to be the difference between half a billion and 1.5 billion, but I don't know, it's something. Well, we had some pretty respectable chunks in there. As health bar moved in conjunction with the damage numbers I saw popping up. So I can take at least a little credit for that one. Hello? No whisper. What, do you want me to starve? Be really nice if the sigil showed whether or not the dungeon has a whisper on it. I could go beat up the pup, but I don't think I'm gonna do that. Wasn't Crusaders Cathedral kind of ass? I don't remember being a particularly big fan of Seaside Descent either, but we'll go with it. This will be quite a bit slower than running a incursion or whatever. However, at least we'll get whispers. Really hoping the final horde pulls in all these enemies I'm walking past. If it grabs all of them but one, I'm gonna be real sad. Don't feel like doing events. We kind of just want to finish this dungeon as soon as possible. We're not here for loot. We're not here for XP. We're not here for nothing. Just whispers. Put the whispers in the bag and nobody gets hurt. Chaos. $20 to go. Now, where's the next thing? Ain't no way that same one's still going on. Also, no whispers. That's kind of bogus. I guess we'll grab that waypoint and then go do that dungeon over there. Please let me in. Dear heck. Surrender your enemy. Hey, yo, 2.3 billion, let's go. Works for me, boss. 10% non-physical damage. Wow. Honestly, I have no idea where else I'm supposed to be spending these points. I didn't plan this far ahead. What about the next one? That one has whispers, if I can make it in time. It's kind of already starting. It's okay, so long as we can hit something before it ends, we'll be good. Okay, it's already counting me as in the event. We take those, we take those. Oh, we're still so far. I wonder if whispers only appear once per like zone reset. Like if the incursion comes back to the same zone multiple times in the same like reset period for whispers, does it still have it, or is that what's making it go away? There was a point change I wanted to try, going from Discipline Caltrops to Shadow Crash, which is a lucky hit stun chance. I don't think it's gonna matter all that much because we do a lot of crowd control already, but it's probably more useful than crit chance on like anything that's standing in Caltrops. Precision already guarantees crits. Where to next? Ska's Glen, but it's also still without a Whisper reward. So I guess it's back into the dungeons for me. 17 minutes, 7 minutes. I can probably deal with this one, right? I'm gonna cheat and teleport to Beast and Ice and then walk right out. If they didn't want me to teleport to Beast and Ice to get to Goober Lilith's place faster, they shouldn't have let me do it. Also, I could have sworn I grabbed that waypoint earlier when I went and fought Goober Lilith. Like, I definitely meant to. We can complete a nightmare dungeon in 5 minutes, right? What's the worst that could happen? Honestly, I always felt like so long as you get into the zone that has the whisper, you should probably be able to complete it, even if it expires like halfway through the dungeon. Oh yeah, I forgot we're kind of in a hurry. Or rather, we should be. We don't actually need to worry about any of this. It's fine. Oh, actually that was just the boss. Okay. We had plenty of time, it turns out. $2 billion. That one's got a whisper. Darn, they're still on the first part. Actually, they're barely keeping time, so I guess it's just the one person. Hey, yo. Oh, wait a minute. I can't finish this if my my turn-in's ready. Also, it's hot as shit in here. Dear heck. More amulets? Sure, why not? Peak efficiency. We're doing whispers while we're doing whispers. Is this thing not running anymore? What the hell? I believe we have gone to a scuffed instance. So I guess we're going up here. There's a waypoint in that stronghold. I just really don't like doing that stronghold. However, we can teleport to Urivar. Will you leave me alone, please? We have to do double loading screens to get this to work. However, it will work. Yo, it's one of those. I thought it was one of the ones that splits out. So like 12 of them. I was like, oh man, I'll finally be able to kill them all this time. Unfortunately, it's just obels. Oops. This works, I guess. Somewhere in all that, the boss died. I got you, I got you. Rezzed right into the poison wave again. Where's the next one? Also, no apparition. I'm sorry, no... You know. Whispers. That's a lot of ovals. We got a whole hour for this dungeon, so we don't need to be in too much of a hurry. I think we'll get there and complete it in time. Hello? Oh. The traversal just wasn't marked on the map, or it was hidden under my icon. That one. Feels a little sus to loot rawhide from a dead person. Not gonna question it too much, but that's a little sus. I bet he's right there. We already found where the event was. Yep. I should have known sooner. This is what, our 4th box? Or 5th box? I don't remember. I want to say this was our 5th box. Which, it's been almost exactly an hour into the stream. So I think 5 per hour is pretty good. But I think I am going to get up and stretch my legs. While we were streaming last month, I made a habit of sitting way too long before taking breaks. We're going to try and fix that. But I appreciate y'all watching. Hope you're enjoying. If you are not already, make sure you smack the like and subscribe if you're watching on YouTube, the follow button if you're watching on Twitch. I'll be back in about 5-ish minutes to get ourselves some more boxes. Yeet. All right, friends. We're back. One moment. Let's get ourselves some more boxes, shall we? Where, oh, where are the whispers? There's that one. Hopefully it doesn't bug out this time. Although if it wants to give me a box for free without completing the thing, then you know what? I wouldn't be that upset about it. Oh, my stuff is almost full. I'm like 100 away. Goblin? Did they ever change that, this isn't the best place to look, but I was wondering if they ever changed that treasure goblin achievement that's like kill 6,666,666 treasure goblins. And I think about that once in a while. Like, oh, I'm gonna get that one day. No. No, you're not. No, I'm not, and no, you're not. Because if you were killing 1,000 treasure goblins per hour, like for every single hour you played, you killed 1,000 treasure goblins. It would still take you like over 6,500 hours of playing the game, and any like. If you only get 500 goblins per hour, then it's twice that, so 13,000. And it's just like a totally unfeasible amount of treasure goblins to ever actually kill. So really, it's just a counter for how many treasure goblins you've killed on your account. The hell is doing damage to me? I don't like it. I'm not supposed to take damage. That wasn't part of the details of the build. Where's the next? No whispers. Hour, 3 minutes. 14 minutes. 54 minutes. We'll do this one first. I think that other nightmare dungeon we had like 3 minutes to, or 4 minutes to do. We ended up getting done in like 2.5 or something like that. So 13 minutes on an Ahantu dungeon should be plenty of time. How many of these murmuring guards there are, but I don't think they're the objective for opening the treasure room. It's probably those. Oh yeah, we're Monkey King Wukong has returned. That's right, just a slightly different slightly different archetype. Same monkey business. What's up, Relaxed? How you doing? Yeah. Stealth monkey. This is a undercover operation. Long-term deep cover deep. Turns out it was anime to open the treasure room, but we don't even care about the treasure room because it doesn't have Omnisite for us, because this is not a nightmare dungeon. We're just doing regular dungeons to open up complete whispers. We're working our way into changing builds, and for that we need lots and lots of whispers. I'm not sure what kind of monkey we'll end up being after the fact or after the change, but rest assured the monkey business will continue. And also, Wumba got buffed. I mentioned it earlier, but there was a patch this week, and Wumba got like he got his base damage doubled. Thought that was pretty nice. Where the hell is this boss? Oh, right there. turns out that canceled it. With helms, I'm really not sure what kind of weapon I'll want on whatever kind of build we go, so maybe I should take a couple caches of two-handed and one-handed weapons, but this whole time I've kind of been avoiding those, so I simply don't know which one I do want. But I know no matter what build I do, I'm going to want to wear a helmet, or whatever the hell this is. Yeah, helmet. We're up to, this is 5, 10, 11, 16 more. Get the magic number of 27. No whispers there. No other ones going on. We could go fight Andariel. Though I'd really rather not. Especially not on Torment 4. Yeah, we're definitely not doing that. Hell nah. We could go do an Undercity run. I just don't want to run out of dungeons is the thing. They only reset so often. And I have to go do like the small dungeon or the small whisper rewards. Those are just not that exciting. Hello, inventory. Bro, the whisper turn in Kurest is way the hell over here. I promise you, not one single person is ever going to use this crow for anything. Maybe one person will. Maybe I will, just out of spite, like as a demonstration for how bad it is. Then again, maybe they're expecting like, oh, people come over here, do whispers, finish their turn in, and then walk over and claim it. Could be, but really just putting it at the waypoint would be better. Anyways, what is this? Earn ancestral legendaries. Time bonus penalty minus 35%. Honestly, that's not too bad. And we were having a really easy time. We're going to take chaotic uniques and see if we get anything fun. This is the exit. For some reason I was thinking the spot where I came in from. Plenty of time. I was a little worried we would have a little bit of difficulty with the time because of the extra penalty, but we weren't having any problems with the other tributes, so it should be no real surprise that we're not having trouble with this one. It's not like the penalty got doubled or anything. Turns out crowd control still works. Forgot I'm not on the Spiritborn. Hello. Our timer is totally fine. Our treasure bar is full. It's just, it feels really bad to run right past all the enemies in these Undercity runs. Technically, I didn't really have to kill just about anything in that floor, but it just felt wrong not to. Why not? No uniques. Oh no, we got one. Coincidentally for my class. Even though I picked the chaotic uniques one. A deader? I barely know her. Don't think we need that. We will take the strength though. I think I still have a lot of bonuses that were kind of lacking. Or like we're lacking stats to activate them. Like bonuses from like rare nodes and stuff like that, just because we don't have enough strength or whatever. But where's the incursion? It's right there, and it's still got no whispers. Sleepless Hollow and Ariel again. 49 minutes there, 19 there, 39 there. Let's do that one. I think I might have had a nightmare sigil for this one, but too late now. I'm already here. Be free. Be free. Is that the Grim Reaper? That's just a butcher. He is not a problem at all. Dodge chance is a wonderful, wonderful thing. That's the wonderful thing about dodge chance. Is it just me, or was there basically no enemy in that half? Wow, shit. Let me turn around! Putting those two traversals right next to each other like that is honestly irresponsible. They should assume I was gonna mess that up. That's because they were all cuddling over here. There were more anime carrier's been strictly necessary. It's weird. We started the day at 40 of those berserk currencies to unlock stuff. Pretty sure I'm at like 44. I have not brought myself to click on very many of them. Energy on kill. And Dark Shroud. Oh, okay, we gotta take the chaos. If we get an option for 1 or 2-handed weapons, I will take it. If there's not a better thing around. We're up to 12. 2 more and we'll be halfway there. There's a Legion event for some whispers. We're out of incursions. 32 minutes. Kind of tempted to try Torment for Lord Zur, because I don't think he would be that bad. But also, why take the risk? He might be that bad. And yeah, I could go down to lower difficulties, but then that might cause problems with the amount of XP we get from the box. I just don't know, so I'm not going to risk that. Starting to think there might not be enough waypoints in some of these zones. Don't ask what gave it away, but we definitely were running for 20 minutes there. On to the next, I suppose. Is there an incursion with any whispers whatsoever? I don't even see it on my map anymore. The library it is. Did I really walk past both of them? Or am I in the... I might just be running around in circles in the wrong zone, honestly. Let's hope not. Oh, we're good. I just missed both turns. Do be like that sometimes, unfortunately. Hello? We all got crowd controlled for a second. There's more. Oh, you were done. Turns out there's so much more. Who's this guy? Back to town we go. Honestly, I think I'm probably going to do one more dungeon and then call it there. It's an exceptionally short stream. However, I'm also out of it as fuck. That's why we were doing donuts in that damn dungeon for a while. Just left those on the floor. Cool. But if we get, well, when we get one more dungeon, I believe. When we get one more set of 5 whispers, we will have, or we will be precisely halfway to 27 caches. 13 caches and then 5 whispers out of 10. The incursion is once again not willing to give me any whispers. It's the most convenient I can do. Looks like this one. I'll probably do some grinding to get more of these caches between the end of this stream and the start of the next one tomorrow at 5 p.m. However, whether or not I get all the way there is remains to be seen. Wait, is this one of those dungeons with 2 portals in it? That would be a little upsetting, wouldn't it? Yo, the butcher again. I don't even want to move, dude. Well, we get way more damage here. We move out of melee range with him and suddenly we're doing like way more. Yeah. Totally worth. This isn't the one that sends you through the portals to get what you need. It's the it's the one that lets you have portals to get back to where you started, which I think is actually kind of great. Is this kill all enemies or is it kill the boss? I'm leaning towards kill all enemies. Oh, it is just a boss. Nice. It was just a boss. Yeet. Oh, hello. Alright, friends. It's a bummer, but yeah, I think I am going to end the stream here. If we can stall for 45 more seconds, we'll officially be at the 2-hour mark. But, yeah, it doesn't really make much difference either way. Anyways, I appreciate y'all watching. I hope you've enjoyed, even though we've just been kind of blasting for whisper caches. But if you did enjoy, and you haven't already, make sure you smack the like and subscribe if you're watching on YouTube, the follow button if you're watching on Twitch, and come see me again tomorrow at 5 p.m. Eastern US time, when I'll hopefully be more awake. We'll be able to finish out this grind if I have anything left to grind for. And if I do finish gathering boxes off stream, then we'll start the new build right away. But either way, we should be doing new build tomorrow. Gathering 13 and a half boxes is way easier than gathering like 21 boxes in a single day. So, like I said, tomorrow 5 p.m. Eastern Standard, actually Eastern Daylight Time. We'll be back. But for now, have yourselves a good night, and I'll see you then.